everyone. Welcome back to the channel and our last day of riding across Newfoundland. I guess everything else has come to an end. It's been a blast. So today we ride from Robinson's Pirate Haven down to Port aux Basques, about 125 kilometers. I didn't get any video of the first 80 kilometers. It's much the same trails riding through inland as you'd seen on other parts of the videos. But the arrow shows a point where we stopped on the beach for lunch. And then it's actually pretty scenic from there down to Port aux Basques as you follow along the coast for a good piece of the way. So yeah, we had got into Robinson's Pirates Haven on the Sunday afternoon. Just spent the 3 nights there in the cabin. It was really relaxing. Had a great time just exploring, just chilling and just enjoying the last part of the trip, and had a great tour with Paul and Ruth. But I said it all has to come to an end. So yeah, we had a good ride down here. It doesn't take that long. The trails are pretty fast, and yeah, it was just a good ride. Weather was good, so it was all fun. As you can see here, it's pretty foggy when we just are heading out that morning, but it didn't take long for the fog to lift and sun come out, and so we agreed to another nice warm day, and just decided to stop and get a shot on the bridge here just as we're leaving Pirates Haven to give our final goodbye. And from there we went about 30 kilometers, and we came to Codroy Pond. And that's we just stopped there and just had a quick break. But that the whole trail around down the side of that lake, they must have just it looked like they just graded it not that long ago. Anyways, it was the only part of the trip where we saw a bunch of spikes, so we wanted to have some souvenirs, and I think we collected about 30 of them, along with some other little bits and pieces. And yeah, I brought a bunch home. I'm gonna sandblast them and weld them together to make a Newfoundland sign. So get around to that one of these days. Yeah, so here's a picture of Denise just collecting some spikes along with some nuts and bolts and a couple other things she found. And this next picture is just that's us just taking a break at the pond itself. And it was a piece back. Denise just happened to find this finger extension. I don't know if it's from someone having a Halloween prank or whatever, but she certainly enjoyed using it on Mark and I at numerous times during the track. And don't know what we were doing to get the picture this day, but we must have been saying something to her. Another 50 kilometers down the trail, we came to this spot on the beach that we'd found, and it was time to get something for lunch, so we had a good little snack here, and yeah, then we got on with our way. So I'll start some of the video after we leave here.
So that's Tabletop Mountain in the clouds across there. It's a very steep climb, and apparently there's been some washouts, and it gets a bit tricky. Would likely scare the living crap out of Denise, so we're just going to do this one and not go over there. The next trip back.
We're up at Tabletop and there's a fog rolling in.
No, we're not at Tabletop.
Or wherever. What are we?
Tabletop's in the fog over there.
Okay. We're at a hill.
What do you call this one? Sugarloaf?
Sugarloaf. Yeah. We're at Sugarloaf. And there's a fog rolling in.
It's a cloud.
Or a cloud.
You're inside a cloud.
It's definitely cooler and more moist in the air.
Look at it coming down there. Isn't that cool?
We're at a lookout and there's a big tower right there. You cannot see because the clouds are rolling by, as Steve would say. There's the ocean right there.
Oh, turn around, Denise, turn around. Get it, get it.
Oh, you can sort of see it. There you go.
Now you can start seeing some blue patches, so I think maybe this cloud will thin out. There it goes again. It's going to clear out though.
And it's gone.
So I've switched the camera to the roof to see if I can't get a sense for you of how steep this actually gets right here. But it's hard, when to show it on the camera. But oh well. And it turns out the clouds just got thicker and thicker, and on the other side of the valley there where Tabletop is. I really would have liked to go up there, but hey, we're just gonna have to come back, do the west coast just on its own next time, and for sure we'll get up there then. So this will be our last little jaunt down to Port aux Basques. It doesn't take too long from here. here we are, folks, the end of the line. If you're going east to west, you come into Port aux Basques and you see the big old plow train here, then you're at the end, because just as you go past this train, the trail takes you straight up into the parking lot of the Hotel Port aux Basques. So we would be staying here. This is the Thursday night, as our taking the Friday morning ferry that leaves at 11:45. So you're only just a few minutes from the ferry if you take the highway, which we ended up doing. So we just went by the hotel there and just toured through town, went and found the trail that goes down to the ferry, and then went through town and stopped at the grocery store and picked up some stuff for dinner and some drinks for later, celebrate the end of the trip. As it turned out, the next day when we did get up in the morning, we didn't bother taking the trail. We just hopped on the highway, which is the end of the Trans-Canada, and just went down that way. So it's no problem at all, nice and fast. And yeah, so it was a good night here. This is a great little place to stay. People are great. It's a comfy room. So our last night. So our hotel's that little reddish dot up near the top, and we just came down and see the trail there going down to the ferry terminal, so we wanted to check that out and know where to go the next day, and then just went down through the town itself and back up and around. Got some food for snacks and dinner and drinks. Celebrate our last night. And there we are, just unpacking for the final night in the hotel. So the next morning we got to the ferry terminal about 9:30, and if you've been off-road on your side-by-side or ATV, you get a good bath before they let you on the ferry, just spraying all the mud and crap and everything off the back. So they did a pretty good job. So machines were nice and clean for the trip home. So here we are. We've boarded the ferry and just waiting for them to load everybody else on as you get on first, as usual. So this brings an end to my video series on our trip. It's been fun doing this. I've never done anything like this before. It's taken me like 6 months to do all these videos, but it was fun. And yeah, it was a good learning experience. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get something out of it. It helps. I tried to be a little bit more informative in narrating the different days in our trips. So if it helps, good. If not, you get to see some of Newfoundland. So I was rushing to get this one out. It's Wednesday, June 7th, and as it turns out, we leave this Friday morning to take care of some family business in Moncton for a week. But we decided that while we're already most of the way to Newfoundland, we keep going. We're just going to take our truck, and Mark's joining us again from Phoenix, and we're going to hop in the truck and go back, spend another couple of weeks in Newfoundland, and see all the things we weren't able to see on the doing it off road. We get to go to St. John's, and we'll go to Grossmorn and all the North Coast, so it should be fun. But I know I'll be missing the trails when we're there. Anyways, I just appreciate all you guys watching the channel, and till I get something out there next time. Anyone doing this trip, I do have some buddies, friends who heading out to Newfoundland this year, so I know they've been watching it. They're gonna have a great time, but the rest of you just it's just a great trip. So thanks again for watching. Goodbye.